Hello everyone, and welcome back. Last time, we delved into the dark legacy Scar left behind, a shadow that stretched far beyond his reign. Believe it or not, made a shocking return. So, Simba is back, the rightful king. But is it really a happily ever after? Think about it. Simba spent his formative years living by Hakuna Matata. No responsibilities, no worries. Suddenly, he's thrust into a role that demands immense responsibility. A role his father Mufasa had been preparing for his entire life. The Pride Lands are decimated, the ecosystem is a wreck, and the hyenas are still a lingering problem. Simba has to rebuild an entire kingdom from scratch, with zero on-the-job training. This is where the psychological weight of Mufasa's legacy comes crashing down. Simba isn't just trying to be a king, he's trying to be Mufasa. He puts his father on an impossibly high pedestal. Every decision he makes is measured against the question, what would my father do? This creates a huge internal conflict. He's so afraid of failing, of not living up to Mufasa's ghost, that he becomes overprotective, rigid, and often he makes decisions based on fear rather than wisdom. We see this most clearly in his relationship with Kiara. His fear of losing her, just as he lost his father, turns him into a helicopter parent. He smothers her with rules and assigns Timon and Pumbaa to be her babysitters, essentially putting her in a golden cage. He sees danger in every shadow, especially when it comes to the outsiders. He's not just protecting his daughter, he's trying to control the uncontrollable, terrified of history repeating itself. This isn't the wise, balanced leadership of Mufasa. It's the reactionary leadership of a king haunted by trauma. And who represents that trauma? The outsiders. She's a true believer, a zealot devoted to Scar's memory. She has indoctrinated her pride, including her own children, with a narrative of betrayal and rightful vengeance. To them, Scar wasn't a tyrant. He was their chosen leader, and Simba is the usurper who murdered him. This creates a powerful, alternative history that fuels their hatred. Zira's plan is a masterclass in psychological warfare. She doesn't just want to take over the Pride Lands, she wants to corrupt Simba's legacy from the inside out. And her chosen instrument for this is Kovu. Kovu is Scar's heir, not by blood, but by choice. He was handpicked and molded from birth for a single purpose: to avenge Scar and reclaim the throne. He is the ultimate sleeper agent. The relationship between Kovu and Kiara is the central battleground of this story. It's the new generation caught in the crossfire of their parents' war. When Kiara first meets Kovu, Simba's reaction is pure, unadulterated prejudice. He can't see a young cub, he only sees Scar. He bellows, "You know the penalty for trespassing." It's a moment that perfectly captures his trauma-driven judgment. He's not assessing the situation. He's reacting to a ghost. As Kovu grows up and his training intensifies, we see the true darkness of Zira's methods. The song, My Lullaby, isn't a sweet nursery rhyme. It's a hymn of hate, a promise of violence and death, sung to a child. Kovu is conditioned to believe that love is weakness and murder is his destiny. Zira's manipulation is absolute. She's crafted him into a weapon. But then, the unexpected happens. Kovu's mission begins, and he re-encounters Kiara. And through her, he experiences something he was never supposed to: kindness, laughter, and acceptance. Their connection starts to chip away at the years of hateful conditioning. The Opendi sequence might seem a bit silly, but it represents a profound emotional awakening for Kovu. He's discovering a world beyond Zira's narrow, hate-filled ideology. He starts to question everything he's been taught. Simba, however, remains deeply suspicious, even when he reluctantly agrees to let Kovu prove himself. It's a trial, not a welcome. He sees every action through the lens of potential betrayal. And can we blame him? From his perspective, he's letting the error of his father's murderer into his home, near his daughter. The tension is immense. The turning point is the ambush. She corners Simba, making it look like Kovu led him right into it. A.X. Kobo, declaring, "You will follow in Scar's paw, prince, and betray us." He is perpetuating the very cycle of hate and mistrust that he should be breaking. He has allowed Scar's shadow to turn him into an echo of the tyrant he despises. But just as the fighting reaches its peak, Kiara and Kovu intervene. Kiara delivers the most important line in the entire story. A wise king once told me, "We are one." I didn't understand him then. Now I do. She's not just quoting her grandfather Mufasa. She's reinterpreting his wisdom for a new generation. Mufasa's "We are one" was about the circle of life, the ecosystem. Kiara expands that philosophy to include former enemies. She tells Simba them US. Look at them. They are us. What differences do you see? This is the moment Simba finally, truly understands. He looks at the fighting lionesses covered in mud and rain and sees not Pridelanders and outsiders, but just lions. He realizes that his fear and prejudice have been fueling a pointless conflict. He has been so focused on honoring Mufasa's memory that he forgot to learn from his own past. He let Scar's legacy of division win. In that moment of clarity, the spell is broken. The outsiders, seeing Zira's obsession for what it is, abandon her. Zira, left with nothing but her hate, makes one last attempt on Simba's life, only to be stopped by Kiara. In the end, Zira's refusal to let go of her hatred, her absolute loyalty to Scar's legacy, leads to her own destruction. She chooses vengeance over life. So, what does this all mean? The story shows us that true leadership isn't about being a perfect, flawless copy of a great predecessor. It's about learning from the past, both the good and the bad, and forging a new, better future. Simba's greatest victory wasn't defeating Scar in a physical fight. It was defeating Scar's legacy of hate and division within himself. He finally steps out of Mufasa's shadow, not by rejecting him, but by understanding his wisdom on a deeper level and becoming his own king. The union of Kiara and Kovu symbolizes the healing of the pride, the merging of two broken halves into a stronger whole. Scar's legacy of hate is finally washed away, not by violence, but by forgiveness, understanding, and the courage of a new generation to say, "We are one." What do you guys think? Is Simba's arc in the sequel a powerful story of overcoming trauma? Or do you think it weakened his character? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite stories. See you next time.